smile from cheek to cheek. You're feeling fancy. That's where I'm gonna be. 'Cause now I'm shining, I'm hiding. I got a good thing on me. No, I can't hide it. And there's nothing up my sleeve. Oh, I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. Anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, yeah, anything. It makes me happy with a smile.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Welcome to Pink Table Talk. Okay, I think I am unmuted, y'all. Sometimes we have a little bit of tech difficulties in the background, and I think it is working now. That is so cool. So I am grateful. My name is Katrina Harris Earl, and I'm excited that you are on. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tagging your beauty consultant and letting her know that you are here. There is a guest on my channel, Christina. She says she doesn't have a beauty consultant. Christina, you have one now, okay? So make sure that you and I are connected, and I'll let you know how to do that so that you get connected with me. You can hit me in my DM. You know how to do that, okay? The best DM is to hit me on Instagram, but you can hit me on, let me know if you're watching on my National Sales Director Katrina Harris Earl page or where you're watching from. Y'all, tonight, Pink Table Talk is going to be all the way live. It is so amazing and so cool. And we have a special guest. Yes, we have a cash drawing, so your name is in the drawing. And so if you have not tagged your beauty consultant, so she can make sure you're not only in this drawing, but for joining today, you get in our drawing for July as well. So we're super excited for it. So let's bring in our guest, and I am excited to have her here. She is Tehrie Brinkley, and she is coming to us all the way from work, okay, in Houston. We are so excited. Hey, girl, hey, how are you?
Hey, good evening. Super excited to be here. Yes, I am at work. I'm off. I'm officially off because I did allow, I'm streaming this in my customer group as well as as well as to, my friends and family and stuff. So I am off. Let's be clear.
I love it. I love it. And so smart. This one of the things I love about this platform, Tehrie, is we're streaming like to 8 or 9 different
Yes.
places at the same time. So it's really cool. So we're excited that you were here. Oh my gosh. And Christina is on from Chicago. You know, we live between Brentwood and Chicago. You're in Houston.
Okay.
We love technology. We love this. And so this is like a podcast. It is an opportunity for us to bring champions to you to help you just grow, not only in business, but in life. Of course, we talk all about the entrepreneur game. We talk about what's happening, but you know, everybody is out there on their podcast. And some of them, let's just be clear, anybody can get a podcast, but we doing the daggone thing, you know, like we are really, really, really doing this. And you are really doing this, weave it in with your job and all that you have going on. So you guys get ready to take some notes and learn from this sister today. And then we will give you an invitation, and then we will do a cash drawing, and we're going to get it in now. So, Tehrie, the first thing I want you to share with our audience is tell us about you, kind of growing up, who you were in your early life. Like, bring us up on who Tehrie is.
Okay, absolutely. Hello, everyone, all of our guests. Thank you so much for being women and men. In case we have any men on here, women and men of your word. And so, you know, as she mentioned, Tehrie Brinkley, I come from a blended household. My dad has 6 kids. My mom, I am the middle child of 3 kids. I was always active in sports growing up, but also applied myself and, you know, served on several committees in high school, SGA, and I danced throughout high school, softball, you name it. But one thing for certain, growing up, confidence. I lacked in confidence and self-esteem. And I'm so truly grateful that even in this business, you know, with this business, that's something that I have truly grown in and has surpassed my expectations. But growing up, it was an amazing. My mom was a strong single mother that simply showed us that whatever you want, if you work hard for it, then you truly can achieve it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, I have been blessed because we travel the world together, and we just got back from that amazing Mediterranean cruise. But last year we hung out, like really hung out in Hawaii. Because when you're in Hawaii, you really just hang loose, right? And so it's a blessing. As a single woman, you made the decision to bring not a spice, but to bring your dad and then to bring your mom. So I've been blessed to hang out with both of your parents. Your dad is a whole vibe, okay? And your mama is too, okay? I mean, honestly, Tehrie, when I was with you last year, you know, I prayed for a man, and the first man God sent me was my daddy as a grown woman, you know, 40 years old. Actually, I think I was like 38, and my dad came and lived with me, and he was a part of me helping me build my business. And that was not an option that was available to me. And so, and my daddy's gone home to be with the Lord. So one of the things that I just remember watching you, I would sit back and watch and say, wow, what an awesome experience. I wish I had. Before there was an Anthony, there was an Elroy. And I wish I had been able to bring my you know, bougie but country daddy with me.
Yes.
I'm the trips. He took me around the world, and I would have been able to take him too. So
Absolutely.
how cool is that? So tell us, bring us up to speed right now. Who is Tehrie today?
Oh my goodness, multiple hats. And I always share that, especially whenever I'm sharing this opportunity with other individuals, wearing multiple hats. You know, I can sit back and say, wow, I'm truly grateful. I'm a mother. I am a nurse practitioner. I am an entrepreneur. I am a CEO. I am a woman of faith. You know, I can go on and on. I am a mentor. You know, I am truly a woman that is walking in her purpose. And so, you know, throughout my life, you know, and that's why I'm so passionate about helping other women, you know, find that purpose as well, because so many, you know, they never do. They never find their purpose, but we were created, you know, for a purpose and a plan. And I'm so grateful that, you know, as I navigate and continue to navigate through life, God has truly shown me what that purpose is. And so if I can sum it all up, I'm really happy. I'm a happy woman that has found her purpose, and listen, unapologetic. I'm walking in that thing, Katrina.
I love it. I love it. Unapologetic. You know, one of the exercises I went through early as an entrepreneur was to really write my mission statement. And so many people, they work for a company that has a mission statement. We love our company's mission statement, Enriching Women's Lives, but a lot of people don't have a mission statement for their life or their family. And really, I realized that the reason God put me on the planet was to help women find their passion and live their dreams. So when you talked about that, I mean, because don't we feel like we're like living inside our dream? You know, it's like so amazing. But when you talked about how many women have not even figured out what that is, let alone
Right.
moving forward there. It's just unbelievable. So, what led you while I grab my plug to plug this computer in? Otherwise, I got power, but my computer does not. So, what led you to pursue nursing? And here you are at work. Give us an idea of what your life is like. I mean, for real, y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
I got it going on, but you got two good jobs. Okay, two good jobs. So talk to us. Talk to us, girl.
Absolutely, Katrina. So, I was blessed to attend a high school. It was Bel Air Medical Magnet in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And it allowed me to come out of high school with credit and I was a CNA. So no, I never grew up saying, okay, I want to go in healthcare. I want to be a nurse, but for I know the plans that I have for you, and so he had other plans. I completed that CNA certification, became a CNA, and so I was just working as a CNA, but went to college. I actually enrolled in undergrad to pursue speech pathology, and it just didn't click. Like I was like, this is hard. Like, this is boring. And so I'm used to being in a hospital. I'm used to the bloods and the yucky stuff that most people are afraid of. And so I was like, no, this isn't for me. And so then I pursued my LVN and then, my RN and, continued to move up the career path and became a nurse practitioner. But I've been in healthcare for the last, I'm telling my age, but I've been in healthcare for over the last 20 years. And so now I work as an acute care nurse practitioner. There's so many different pathways that you can take as a nurse practitioner, but my background is critical care. I've been in the ICU over the years, for so many years. I recovered hearts, patients that are fresh out of heart surgery. And, I've had really, really intense positions. And so now I am an NP. I was hired directly to maintain this unit and the acuity of our patients to prevent them from deteriorating. And so this unit, the observation unit, has a nurse practitioner here on the unit. And anytime like a patient condition changes, they have me directly on the floor. They don't have to question. They don't have to, anticipate what to do. They don't have to call the doctor and wait. Nurse practitioners, we have the heart of nurses, but the brains of a physician. And so they have us right here on the unit. And so, that's what I do. I manage the patients for the doctors. They can be, doing other things throughout the hospitals. I'm admitting patients. I'm discharging patients. I'm ordering medications for patients. I am treating their current acute illness while they are here in the hospital. But in the event that a patient deteriorates and we have to press that cold blue button. That's what I do, Katrina. I run to the rescue. I truly do save lives for a living. Never in a million years that I think that I would, be a national sales director in Mary Kay Cosmetics.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, literally, you're making a difference. And we're so grateful, y'all. Give us some love in the chat for doing some real work. I love one of the pictures that we posted, of course, when we did your intro was that while everyone else was at home, you were truly
on the front line.
You were on the front line. So we thank you
Yeah.
for that. We thank you for that. Let's talk about the kiddos and how amazing they are. Just brag on your kids. Brag on your kids, okay?
You know what? I love them. I love them dearly, and even last night we had like we were playing with National Timmy is actually visiting and her daughter is at the house and we were actually having a drinking water contest. And just after the contest, John was like, okay, it's time for recognition. And Katrina, that's something that we real big at Mary Kay, as far as recognition, we recognize for everything, and so like it truly shows it's not what's taught, it's what's caught. Like I'm so grateful that I said yes to Mary Kay because of what my kids are learning. It's amazing. They learn don't be afraid. They learn to go after whatever you want, seek your goals. They hear, shoot for the moon and you'll land amongst the stars. Everything that we say and do in Mary Kay, they work hard, and if I think about quitting, they'll throw, my slogans to me and they'll throw, well, mommy said, don't quit, everything is figure outable, right? Like they it's just amazing. And so now we're in a place like I've tried all different kind of extracurricular. I expose them to everything. And so now we have finally figured out what does John want to do. And he wants to be an Olympic gold medal swimmer. And Lauren is all about basketball now. So we finally found, after doing dance and track and everything, we have finally narrowed it down and we're pursuing something that they're passionate about. I think that is so important. And so right now, they're doing really, really well in school. John is a straight A student, and we can be real on here today, right, Katrina? We can talk real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk, right?
Real.
Okay, so I love that. Allow me to be transparent and share. So John is making straight A's, and Lauren, she's brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. But we struggled this year. This was her first year in sixth grade, and that transition from fifth grade to sixth grade. And so, as a healthcare provider, as a national sales director, I don't want to just be fixing everybody's issues and have and not address the issues in my own household. And so, Lauren has a mother with attention deficit disorder. Lauren has a father with attention deficit disorder. So I was able to seek out this year and get my daughter the help that she needed. And so now she is making straight A's. It's just like, attention deficit disorder. That's a lot of our kids have those issues. And so we put a stigma on it. And instead of us seeking out help and attention, medical treatment, her mom again and her dad, why wouldn't she need it? What is the problem? And so she was having some issues in sixth grade, and I was able to seek out what she needed, got on some medications. We straight A's. We have straight A's now, so I'm grateful about that. But they're doing phenomenal.
I love it. There's so much wisdom in that. So much. I know that there are moms out there. There are definitely single moms out there. Give us a couple of your best tips for how you are a boss, in the at the hospital, in your business, and being a single parent. How are you? What makes you great at doing parenting so well?
I love that question, Katrina. I do love it because and this is for anybody in every area of life, grace. GRACE, grace. I live by it. I stand by it. I don't run my household by anybody's standards but the Lord. And one thing that I love is that I allow myself grace in every area of my life. I'm not going to have a meltdown if I forget one of your dance recitals. I'm not going to have a meltdown if I forget a homework assignment. I'm not going to have a meltdown if I miss a deadline. I'm an amazing mother. And I affirm myself and I tell myself that every day. I love that show. I don't know if you saw it, but it was called This Is Us. This is us. This is me and this is my two kids. Every night we may not go to bed and I may not be able to say prayers with them. Some nights we eat at the table. Some nights we don't. Some nights, it's Uber Eats. I'm not, I may not cook every night, so allowing myself grace in every area will allow me to be content and be successful in those different areas, because again, I'm not living to nobody's standards but the Lord's. And so, give yourself grace, guys. I talk to a lot of women and, they just want perfection in everything. They can't do anything because they got to be the best mom in the world. They can't do anything because, oh my gosh, I have to be the best wife in the world. I can't do this or that because I have to give 120% on my job. And guess what? If you were to pass away tomorrow, God forbid, you're going to be replaced, And so just giving yourself grace in every area will allow you to be successful.
Girl, this is so good. I told you, this is so good. I know this is going to get #replay a lot. So now here comes entrepreneurship. You had a great life. Why become an entrepreneur? Why?
Great question. But this is the issue with, it was money. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I can go straight into it, Katrina, that's the issue with so many other professional women and men, especially even right now with the economy and inflation, people need some extra money. And so what you find is so many people who hide behind these titles. And let's be clear, I'm Tehrie, Brinkley, RN, BSN, MSN, ACNP, and BC, because I am board certified. But Katrina, I was board certified and broke. And so what I'm finding is that's a lot of professional people. Professional people are out there working a full-time job, giving their all to these JOBs. I call them journey over broke, giving all of their time, attention to the jobs. And they're not living the life that they desire. They're working every month to pay bills. That was my situation. I was working every month and I had more month than I did money at the end of the month. making well over six figures. Here in Houston, Texas, 165,000. That was great. And especially at the time I was married, it was my salary and his salary. It was a great salary, but let's tell the truth. The more money you make, the more money they're going to take. The more money you make, the more money you're going to spend. The more money you make, let's talk about it. Bills, mortgage, you got insurance, you like to travel, you like a nice purse, you like a nice shoe with a little red on the bottom. Let's just tell the truth. A lot of people are out there not living their best life simply because they just they don't have the resources to do that. And so, I needed Mary Kay. I didn't just jump in Mary Kay because I just wanted the girlfriend time. People join Mary Kay for many reasons: money, recognition, self-esteem, being their own boss, freedom and flexibility, tax advantages. I needed the money. And as soon as I got familiar, as soon as I got free with that, and I was okay to say, okay, I need some extra money, and I didn't have to hide behind that, I was like, okay, let's go and get the money because it's here.
Yeah. And it's so true that whatever you choose to make it, it can be as little or as much as you choose. Of course, it's your effort and your your own effort that makes the difference. But the beauty is that Mary Kay has given us a platform where it's possible. It's possible to dream and make it happen. It's possible to move forward and really be in control of what you create with your business. And so you didn't just come into Mary Kay and become an entrepreneur. You just have to go all the way to the top. And so you made history as national sales director in the Houston area. What led you to strive for that top position?
What led me to? You say what led me to strive for? Like,
yeah. I did, and the answer is probably money, more money, more money, more money. No.
Okay. No, seriously, just what a national sales director is in Mary Kay Cosmetics. And anytime I do a marketing call, Katrina, I am the first to say it is the top of the company. It is the highest position that one can obtain in this, in the Mary Kay career path. It's seeing the lifestyles, if I can discuss that, of the national sales directors, and just the knowledge and the nuggets. These national sales directors, they don't just teach you how to book, coach, sell, recruit, and how to work your Mary Kay business. They are helping you achieve a certain level of excellence in your life. 100% excellence in so many areas of your life. Mary Kay is not just the financial gain, but the personal growth and the personal development that you gain. Like, when I said yes to Mary Kay, I was invited. They invited me to a table, Katrina. They said, pull your chair up to a table where it's unlimited earnings. Pull up to a table where you're going to gain girlfriends that's going to help teach you and grow you. My mom used to always say, you are who you hang around, And so now you come up, you come to this table, and now you're amongst girlfriends that's going to help you, that's going to coach you, that's going to better your life, that's going to help. Iron sharpens iron. And so, when I would connect with those national sales directors and the lives that they live and the nuggets that I gained from them, there was nothing that was going to stop me from obtaining that position. I just wanted to be in the number.
I tell you, it's, I like to say that women have been mothered. Most folks have been mothered, but not everybody has. And they've been mothered and managed. Not everyone has been mentored, a true mentor.
That's
and
good.
What a blessing, for me to say. I've had 3 really significant mentors, and if I probably 2 more I could add in, but of course, Gloria Mayfield Banks has been my #1 most significant mentor, not just in business, but in life. I wouldn't live in this home if it wasn't for conversations I've had with her and just so much. And so it's just really a blessing. You and I are both AKAs, a part of the pink and green world. And, we love our sorors and our sorority sisters. The blessing of this is you get an amazing sisterhood as well, and you can earn money, right?
Yes.
I love showing up with my sorors, but I always got a right check, okay?
That's right. And driving in that pink Escalade, huh?
I know. It really is amazing when you roll up to the meeting in the pink Escalade. So we are just celebrating you and your success and who you are. What have been, and you've talked a little bit about them, but what have been a couple of your other greatest challenges that you've had to pivot around or work around with being a dual career woman?
Well, I had to make adjustments. It was like, and that's why I'm so grateful in my profession. Um, there's flexibility. And so I had to take new positions. I used to work nights so that I can work my business during the day. I just made the necessary adjustments, and now I'm in a role that I can work, so many days during the week. And then the other days I can, work my Mary Kay business. And so just being in a profession that gives me that freedom and flexibility, it allows me to, do both. And so even now, people say, well, why are you doing both? And I simply do both, Katrina, because I can. And, as long as I can, I will continue to do that. But I also do both because I can't imagine me sharing the opportunity. I want to show them. I want to show them that you can do both. I want to show the mom that's working a full-time job, the single mom that's working a full-time job, that she can do both. I don't want anyone to not take advantage of this opportunity because they're too busy. I want to teach you. I want to show you that you can work this business in the nooks and crannies of your life. I want to show you that, yes, you can do it all. I stand on that scripture. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We can do all things, and then when people, may say, oh no, I'm busy, I'm doing this. And we just take a look on their social media feed and look on their phone at how much time that they're spending in other places. That's not going to grant them that extra financial freedom and security that they need. So I just like my busy to make me a little money. And so that's one reason why I do continue to do both, so that I can share the opportunity, not just from stories, but from real life experience.
I love it. I love it. I was going to ask you the question of what's your superpower, and you've made it clear to us. Y'all can type in the chat some of Tehrie's superpowers. How do you help women discover their superpower? How do you help women do that?
How do I help women? Oh my goodness, discover their superpower. Number one, I make sure, like I just shared, that they can do all things. I'm real big on believing who Christ says that I am. When women come into this business, I see it all the time. Sometimes I have to pull off low self-esteem. Sometimes I have to pull back that low confidence. Sometimes I have to pull back that spirit of poverty, and just like a banana, just helping them to unfold to being, the person who God has called them to be. They come into this business, and even I did. I was wearing, everything that was thrown on me throughout life, what somebody told me 10 years ago. And, some of my life experiences that I've had, I came into my business believing that was who I am, and believing that my results were going to, end up the same way that, past experiences did. And so I help women to uncover and make sure that they get full of the word and simply believe who Christ says that they are. That is so important in everything that you do, so that you can do it in its entirety, so that you can do it in its full confidence, so you can do it, with no reservations, and just truly, believing what he says about you. That part is so important. That's your superpower. We all have been given certain gifts and talents. And so as soon as a woman, and especially when we start identifying them, because I tell them, I say, no, you're smarter than me. Oh no, you can do, girl, good. And every time they do something that, especially something I can't do, I'm like, golly, that is so, I praise them to success. Mary Kay told us to do that. And that's what I do. I praise them to success because, I may be successful in this, but she may be great on StreamYard. She may be great in technology, and that's not my superpower. So I praise them where they are,
I love that, and the blessing in that question is exactly that. Every woman needs to figure out what her superpower is, and not trying to be that other person. You don't have to do it all. You just don't have to do it all. I'm just grateful. So I make reservations better than I make dinner, and that's just who I am. So I smell the dinner now. My husband is cooking up something really, 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 really good, And next week he'll be going to the Chicago house, so it'll be a whole lot of reservations up in here, But it's just a blessing. But if it's something that needs to get done, I'm gonna get it done, girl. You want to figure out what is your superpower.
That's right.
To know that and embrace that. And the blessing of this business is there's room for all of those superpowers. You're going to find it all, Nurses and teachers are among the two most professions that you see the most often, but there is everybody, and especially now with the virtual business, that could be hybrid or it could be totally in person, totally virtual. I mean, literally, you can have it all, okay? And
That's
you don't have
right.
to be it all. So, so a couple more questions before we wrap up and get to our drawing. Why is this opportunity right for this season? You know, post COVID, where we are, just all that's taking place in the world. What makes it right for women right now, as opposed to some of the benefits that women saw in the, you know, we're 60 years old, but we're a young
Yeah.
company, right? Even though, I
Yeah.
mean, it looks young, even though we're very mature. So what makes Mary Kay a great choice? Because there's so many
Well,
other entrepreneurial opportunities out there.
yeah, you're right. And we hear it, you hear it all the time. It just fits. It just fits. And that's what we do as national sales directors. We teach women how to work it and to place it in the nooks and crannies of your life. You know, even right now, you know, post COVID, you know, especially with the great resignation, you know, we all, you know, are familiar with that. And so most people want freedom and flexibility right now. Nobody wants to go back, you know, post COVID on a job and clock in when they say clock in, go to lunch when they say go to lunch, you know, go on vacation when they say go on vacation, use your cell phone when they say you can use your, you know, nobody wants to do that anymore. Women are seeking financial freedom, but at the same time, they want independence. They want that autonomy. They want to be their own boss. They want to be CEOs. They want to be bosses. And so this opportunity allows you to do just that. It allows you to do just that. And so even right now with inflation, it just fits. People need extra money.
Hello.
Everything is expensive. Katrina, when I go in the grocery store and I'm like, okay, vinegar? Why is vinegar so high? You know, everything is high now. You know, everything is $1 more than what it was. And so they're raising the prices in the store, but these paychecks are not raising. Your salary is not increasing. And so
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with a little extra. There's nothing wrong with a little overflow. And then sometimes when I do talk to professional women that are working, it's that same situation, working to pay the bills. You talk about, you open that can of worm up of retirement, little to nothing. They have nothing saved up for their future. Nothing, absolutely at all. And if they're depending on what is going into their retirement account, so many have had to borrow against that, Katrina. People need extra money. And that's why Mary Kay fits, because you said it. We've been around for 60 years. 60 years. That's reputable. With that being said, there's 60 years worth of customers that are out there waiting for you. If I hear it one more time, it's too saturated. We've been around for 60 years. There's 60 years of customers that are waiting on me, waiting on you to go and get them. So there's plenty. And the thing about it, everybody has skin. I've never met anybody without skin. So it just fits.
I'm from the generation that was trained by Mary Kay, and I remember her saying out of her mouth that there could be a Cadillac director for every bank there was in a city. Like, she said that out of her mouth. That's how much growth is open. I think about having been a part of this business, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Our drawing is coming up shortly. For having been a part of this business for so long, and I've watched success happen in so many things, but some of the salaries that people talk about they're making now compared to what things cost, it's the same game from 30 years ago. Actually, in some ways, people are in real dollars making less. And so it is true. Over 76% of women are back to work now because they have to, but it's not because necessarily they want to. So because during the pandemic, let's keep it real, one of the things that did happen is there was a big savings. A lot of stuff. We weren't traveling, we weren't driving as much, we weren't going as much.
That's right.
A lot of savings, but baby, every plane is packed now. Okay, people want to go everywhere. And so Tehrie, I can't thank you enough, you guys. She stayed at work because she couldn't get home to get on here. That is dedication. That's appreciation. Those two babies are at home. Tonight might have been a night they were going to have a home cooked meal, but they had to go in and warm something up in the microwave. So because of Auntie Katrina, okay. So right before we wrap up, I want you to tell us. I know you love all your Mary Kay products, but tell us about a couple of your favorites. What are some of your favorite products?
Oh my gosh. Do I have to pick? I can go on and on, Katrina. I mean, because the products are so good. And going back to the question you just asked me, why do women, why is it they need it right now? Because we're aging too, and I get to buy my products 50% off. So with that being said, I really love the microdermabrasion. I love the toning lotion, but you said how many products? I mean, I can go on and on, but those boosters, oh my gosh. Katrina, the boosters?
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Dermatology tested, approved. You can put, I mean, housekeeping stamp of approval. These products are revolutionary. Like these products are changing the entire skin care game. Like seriously, they're giving our customers exactly what they want. And that's what I'm so grateful for, that Mary Kay is so innovative and that they're giving us products that are affordable but are yielding results, Katrina. I can put my money on them boosters.
Hydration, whether you want your skin to be light and bright, you need it
Line
to be
reducer,
tightened, you
girl.
need to reduce some lines, whatever you need.
Girl.
It's exactly that. It's a booster. You know, it's
Oh.
like everybody needs a bra. That's the
Oh.
basic skincare, but we need a booster. Okay, we need a boost.
Yes.
Okay? So
Yes.
this is exactly what it does. So we have a special for you today. When you get the boosters, if you purchase any one booster, you're going to get our hydrating
Oh my gosh.
mask, this hydrating sheet mask for 50% off. Now,
Oh my gosh.
this is 8 of your girlfriends or family members on 4th of July.
Hydration.
It's going to look like, yeah, tell them what this is going to do.
You know what?
50% off.
People just don't understand, where wrinkles come from. They really stem from dryness. You think that your moisturizer that you use day in and day out and your night cream is enough, but we perspire, our skin, that the face, especially as soon as you open up your door, it is exposed to all of those free radicals. And so, we have to constantly, we wash our face, but this gives your face such a boost of hydration that it needs. That's what's going to help fight back the aging process. If you think about it, a grape versus a raisin, which one do you want? I'm sorry, I want the plump, juicy grape instead of the raisin. So if we don't want raisin face, we have to constantly hydrate our skin.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so you can get the product. You also can support your beauty consultant by sharing the products with your girlfriends this month in person or virtually. We want you to just hear that today we are inviting you to say yes and become a part of what we do. We shared a little bit about how we make money, so much extra cash that you can earn a little bit, a lot. It's up to you. You can do it virtually. You can do it in person. The flexibility, the fact that you get to choose how and when you work your business. The dual marketing concept, we talked a little bit about that. Not multi-level, not pyramid scheme, but the fact that we, are a real business that sells real product based out of Dallas, Texas. And it is the dual marketing concept under the direct sales industry. Collaboration. Mary Kay operates based on the golden rule of treating other people like you want to be treated. God first, family second, career third. Yes, we didn't even touch on the cars. It's an option. It's a choice. But if you decided to, they are there and available. And oh my gosh, the rewards and incentives. This is the ultimate experience in Mary Kay. Check it out.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in your magic. My feet don't touch the ground. I never knew the feeling until you. See it so shine, running to the sunrise forever and always with you. Forever I'm with you. Every time I see you, I just wanna feel you. Pull me closer.
And so many people want to know, what does it take to get started?
365, this throwback here for the 99. Knees to your thighs, reach for the sky. Ain't no PTO time. I'm just trying to get work. 1, 2, show them how we do. 3, 4, turn it up more. 5 to 6, can you do it like this? 7, 8, and don't be late now. Everybody, come on, one more time.
And so you can choose to get started with Mary Kay. It's $30 to get started. And then if you choose, you can add on our starter kit, which is gives you not only a secure way to accept credit cards, but also your website. And when you do the $130, you get your full array of products. You get $400 worth of product, supplies, and samples. And you can also choose to upgrade that kit and to add on samples that you can mail. And so check out with your beauty consultant. We want her to know that you were here, and we want to be sure that you are not only in our drawing, but if you decide and choose to work with us, we're excited to have you become a part. Let's roll with our drawing and see who is winning the cash tonight. Now, there's lots of names on here, and lots of people have multiple entries. So it always looks like thousands of names, but it's just maybe about 100 names with a lot of entries in there. So let's see who it is. And the winner is Sherry Kemp. Woo-hoo-hoo! Sherry Kemp. Dorothy's going to tell us who her beauty consultant is and who the director
that would
is.
be you, Katrina.
Awesome. I love it. 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 I was like, is that really my consultant? I appreciate it, and I'm excited. As a matter of fact, I was hoping it was Renanda, because Renanda just hit me today and just now and said, am I winning the drawing? So I wish it was Renanda, but it is Sherry Kemp. Sherry, I am so grateful and so excited that you said yes and that you have joined our team, and I'm excited. You guys, congratulations. I didn't want to assume, because it always looks like, okay, that's fixed when the person hosting it gets the drawing. But after we've been doing this for a year, I finally had a winner. Woo-woo! Give me a round of applause. That is so exciting. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys. We went a little bit over. Normally we're here for about 30, and Tehrie is on that freeway headed home, but wasn't she worth it? Wasn't she worth it? Wasn't she worth it? I want to thank you guys so much for joining today. And Christina, I'm going to hit you in the DM. Hit your beauty consultant up on her text or her DM so that she can get you your gift, get you your boosters, or help you get started. All right. Take care. And I have a little video for you as we roll out.
Pounds heavier than I am now. And I did lose that weight, but I still didn't have the self-confidence as far as beauty. And so when my consultant reached out to me, and she told me that she wanted me to give her time to work on my makeup. She made me feel unique. She made me feel like I was someone. So I just want to say thank you to her, because Mary Kay has changed my life.
I had severe acne all over my face. I was very self-conscious about it, and I would just pound the makeup on my face every day before school. Then I found Deirdre showed me makeups that were good for my skin instead of bad, and was increasing the acne. I'm much more confident with my skin.
I love her. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have found a new foundation.
Oh, yes. We held a Mary Kay party at our office, and I got to meet Kathy, and she's just a wonderful woman and taught us about makeup. I don't wear very much makeup, and so it was so fun for me.
A really great relationship with my beauty consultant. Yeah, she recommended me to a bunch of products that I love. The concealer, that's my go-to. I wear that every day. I love my Mary Kay beauty consultant.
Yes. You just have a great time.
I met Kathy. She was coming to my exercise class, and so keeping it fit, and that's kind of how we started this relationship. From there, it just kind of blossomed into this really great friendship too.
I think one of the things I really like about Mary Kay with Monica, it's more than just a business for her. It's a relationship. We've connected from the beginning, and it's a friendship, and it's a trust, and it's really awesome.